Took this trade in the K period. You can see that long buying tail on the J period there. And we couldn't make it back under that blue dash line, which was the M low from yesterday. Now, you can see where the G and the H were involved there. And when we come back above that, kind of dip down into that highlighted area and come back above that, we couldn't get below it. And so I entered a few contracts there just to see if I could make it. And then right there, when we tried to move lower and couldn't do it, I added to it, thinking that we'd at least get back to maybe that next node up in the volume profile, or even that overnight low, which is the orange line right in the middle of the screen there. Then I do pull one down to take one there, which works out to be about 20 ticks. And then I'm looking at where the rest of the orders are, kind of at the top of that J or by that J. And then my dream target would be coming back to that POC up there and yesterday's high. So this grinds around a little bit and start working our way up. So I'm happy taking one there at the overnight low. Of course, it almost makes it there. And I was worried about this coming back on me because obviously we reacted to that VWAP there in the I period, and had that flush out in the J period. So I thought there was a chance we'd start heading down. Like if this you're going to short this K right here, basically where they did, or at that overnight low. So I was watching it pretty close here, but it doesn't even get back to my entry at this point. Right there, it touches it. Then I start looking at this target. I would have been happy with this the first time, the first time up, but I think I can stretch it a little bit further and make sure that I get my 20 ticks. So I'm looking for that here, which is basically right at halfback. And then I feel like, I remember that overnight low is there and they could come right to that. So I kind of pull it back just a little bit, just a couple ticks, 2 ticks there. So that would make that 18 ticks when it finally takes that one out. And I was just highlighting there or showing you there, that's why I was adjusting that target. I didn't want to, argue over a couple ticks. I separate the orders here so I can take one if it does pop up. And that's exactly what I do right there. That was about 23 ticks. I'm not necessarily comfortable holding the 2, through this. In this situation, just because the K period's kind of already extended. If we were in the next time period, if that had come out and come down and kind of started moving up, then I'd be fine with it. But if you look at this, you see the I, the J, and now it would look like the K. So that would kind of be the perfect situation if, like the next time period, let's say, opened right here, we'd have another move down. And not that it would totally fall apart, but what's the point of giving up? At that point, that's 20 ticks. It just didn't make sense to me. So this next time when we get close, it's got to be this push up right here. Same thing. I'm not going to argue over a couple ticks. So I'll close this one out. Right here. Then I just have the one contract left and I'm willing to see, what happens in this next time period if this K period doesn't make it. And what I'd be looking for is for the L period to kind of come down, to one of those nodes, even if it was, I think it's that second, kind of the middle node there, somewhere in there. I definitely wouldn't take a loss on it at this point. And, if this K period breaks over this J here, which is basically what happens, then you're looking at the VWAP and then you're looking at the I high. Right here, we break that J high. But you come into that VWAP and it kind of looks like it's going to react off that again. But you can see how it's staying right up there and pressing against it. This is where I thought maybe, we'd push down, L period would open, it would kind of do a little stair step up, and then that would take us the rest of the way to my to that POC, which is where I was kind of aiming. That basically yesterday or overnight POC and today's POC up there, and I thought there was a chance we'd retrace that entire move. So right here we're pushing up, or retrace that entire range from today, all the way up, maybe even to the value or high up there. Right here, it kind of grinds around, and I'm looking over there at it, and it's 41 ticks, so I go ahead and take it there.